Well, Katriel's been home for a few days now, and at this point, I think she's only home for a few hours more.
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
I was excited. Now I'm kind of becoming towards the disappointed stage.
I'm sorry.
So we thought maybe it'd be a good time for us to update you on several things. One of them was just maybe to talk a little bit about what Katriel's going to be doing this summer.
So I'm working for Land O'Lakes this summer in their Global Food Challenge program. So they choose 10 college sophomores from across the country, and they kind of give us a broad overview of everything that Land O'Lakes does in agriculture. So we'll get to see some of their international development work in Africa, and we'll also see what they do with policy in DC, as well as some co-ops in the United States. And then I also have a project on top of that, so gonna be super busy, but it should be a lot of fun, and I should get to see a whole lot of things that I haven't seen before.
Okay, so you're going to be like, what, 12 weeks total or something, right?
12 weeks, yep.
And 2 of those are going to be in Africa.
Yeah, we're going to Malawi in South Africa. Land O'Lakes partners with the U.S. government to help bring some of their expertise into development situations and help farmers learn how to, work with co-op business structures, but also agricultural technology in general.
And a week in Washington, D.C.?
So I'm not exactly sure what we'll do in D.C., but we'll definitely be talking to congressmen. I think we might meet with the Ag Committee. Apparently we'll be on the Hill doing something. So I gotta make sure I pack some fancy clothes.
Are you going to be the swamp, or are you going to drain the swamp?
I'll probably be the swamp.
Oh no.
You're supposed to visit some farms too, right?
Yeah, so I'll be visiting a co-op in Iowa. I should be able to just hang out with farmers for a week. I'm excited to hopefully do what they do. So if they, get up at 5 a.m. and have to work on machinery, I want to be there with them. I just really want to experience what their life is like. And when you experience it with them, then you can start to understand really what their problems are. And for me, I think that's really important to know what the day-to-day farmer experiences, so if I'm trying to make policy in the future or something, I really know what's going on.
Okay, so let's get to it. You said that you have one goal this summer. What is your number one goal?
My number one goal is to milk a cow.
You're really aiming high there.
I am so excited. I have never seen a true dairy farm before, and Land O'Lakes, the butter company, we're gonna go to a dairy co-op, and I'm really hoping they'll let me milk a cow.
So some other things we'd like to update you on. You've been watching our videos where we go to the dealerships looking at tractors. I'm getting a lot of comments, a lot of questions saying, hey, what's the deal about the bigger tractor? Are you going to get a bigger tractor? Well, quite frankly, we're so busy. Springtime has kept us busy. We've had a lot of work to do between my day job, Christy editing video, and then every evening we've been out doing projects of some sort. We actually found a few minutes to put our garden out last week, finally. Still don't have our potatoes up or our corn up yet, but
they were planted with love.
They were. You got to help with that, didn't you? So there's really been no progress on the larger tractor front at all since our last video, and we'll update you on that when we can. I get a lot of questions sent via Facebook Messenger or via email, and I'm having trouble keeping up with all that, and I wish that I could respond to every question promptly and with a lot of detail and thought, but I'm just unable to do that. A lot of the questions that I get asked are already answered on our website. We try to have built pages and content that can be helpful to people. Maybe things like choosing between a 1025R and a 1023E, or issues about different grapple choices or things like that. There's a lot of information on our website. I just appreciate it if you would take a look there. One thing about our website is that it then will redirect you to some of the videos that we have on similar topics, so it's worth your time. If you need some interaction on how to do a project, things like that, another place to look is greentractortalk.com. There's a lot of people a lot smarter than I am on greentractortalk.com that can help you with how to build your road, how to dig a pond, all that kind of information. Giving you advice on what kind of attachments or anything else like that. I'm certain they can spend your money even faster than we can.
So if I have a question on how to do my homework, do I give that to you or Green Tractor Talk, or how does that work?
I suspect you should take that elsewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere besides either one of those two places. When I began to see your high school homework, I began to realize that I was...
In over your head,
I
except for
was
AP
done.
Computer Science.
Yeah. So one other thing that everybody keeps asking about is the stolen tractor. What's the story on the stolen tractor? We do have a lawyer involved. We've been working with him now for several weeks, maybe even several months at this point. Well, we have a lot of respect for the folks at the Mount Airy Rutan Club, and we're holding off on suing as long as possible because, well, we would really hope that they would come to their senses and realize that they have to take action on this. If we do have to sue, then it's going to cost a lot of money, and most likely that cost is going to be on the Rutan Club. So we're trying to give them as much time as possible. In the end, if we have to, we will take legal action to get our funds. So we really don't have any update at this point, other than keep watching. We'll let you know as soon as we can. My understanding is that the thief was arrested and he's out on bond at this point. I think you may have heard that in the latest video. I really don't have any update on that. Our wallet is still empty to this point.
Only getting emptier as I go to school longer.
Are you ever going to get out of school?
Nope.
Just a month or so ago, we were almost out of videos. The winter time had passed and we were almost out of videos to show you. Now we have a queue full of video content. Some of it's really good.
That's probably the stuff you filmed before I got home.
Yeah. Katriel hasn't been around for a whole lot of video. A little bit though. We got the garden planting. We'll show you some of that. We've got a new attachment for Johnny. We're eager to show you.
I think Danny got a new toy, didn't he?
Yeah, Danny got a new toy and we'll show you that. We kind of tore it up a little bit.
Well, you know, that's usually what happens when we're around anything.
But we did get to have another project with Danny, so I'm excited about that. You'll get to see it coming up very soon. Jimmy's right over here right now waiting on us for another project. Quite frankly, I think Jimmy's got a project every night for the rest of my life.
I think just Jimmy moving in has booked you for the next year.
I think that's about it. Any more update will just be boring.
That's usually what goes on around here anyway.
Stay tuned. We got a lot of cool things coming up, as we just mentioned. Katriel, you'll have to check in during the summer. Maybe you can post some YouTube.
Well, I'm not sure there'll be any tractors around where I am. You know, there might be, but they'll probably be really big, and hopefully there'll be some cows. If you have any dairy farming tips, anything I should know before I go talk to some dairy farmers, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to read those.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
And we'll see you next time on
Tractor Time with Tim.